Here we are today talking about Enzyme Wizard, the safe, natural cleaning product. Instead of being traditional caustic products and soap-based, these are all safe, natural, and which leaves no residue left behind. Today we're going to focus here on the no-rinse floor cleaner, Enzyme Wizard's favourite product. Being able to be used through a mopping action, a spray pack, or actually even through the floor scrubber. Three elements of the technology is the fact that they're all plant-derived enzymes, not old-school bacteria. With this, it means that the natural enzyme factor breaks down all organic matter on the floor, or even and it also filters actually into the drains. When traditional cleaning products are there stripping and lifting, they're actually damaging the surface of the flooring. With the Enzyme Wizard range, they're all pH neutral, so it's safe for pets, safe for children if they're going to be crawling on the floors, safe for the cleaner who's using it, who's mopping it, but also safe for the flooring, and it's not going to damage the surface of the floor. It keeps the longevity and the freshness of the wood or the vinyl or the tile that you may be cleaning. The second part of the technology is actually the fact that the product is pH neutral, which means that any flooring that can take water can take this product. Okay. Going into that, people love using it. Okay, they know that it's not going to damage their flooring and it's going to maintain the vibe. Probably the most important part of the technology when we talk about this is the soap-free factor. Traditional cleaning products on flooring, you've always got residue left behind. Okay, with Enzyme Wizard range, there's actually nothing left behind except the natural plant-based enzymes that are sitting there breaking down all the organic matter. Okay, so what happens? You don't get cloudiness, you don't get streaking, you don't get foaming when you're mopping or through the floor scrubber. Traditional cleaning when you're mopping is you'll mop, and that's fantastic. Now the mop will pick up all the organic matter, the dust particles, paper fragments, hair, whatever it might be. But what actually gets left behind in the grout lines is soap residue. Now with soap residue getting stuck in the grout lines, over a period of time, it builds up and the flooring always looks dirty. With the no-rinse floor cleaner, instead of soap residue being left behind when you're mopping, it's actually just the natural enzymes sitting in the grout lines and continually breaking down all the fats and greases and whatever it might be in the grout. So over a period of time, it's actually cleaning the grout as well as cleaning the tiles and the flooring. Another huge feature of the Enzyme Wizard product is today everyone's worried about the slip and the safety factor on a floor, and a lot of people are putting in safety flooring. Now the problem with that over a period of time is that if you're using a soap-based product on that flooring, over a period of time the soap residue builds up on the flooring and the floor becomes slippery again. The best feature about this no-rinse floor cleaner is the fact that the floor will stay the same natural coating, because the enzymes are sitting there breaking down all the dirt and build up that may be slipped on the floor, but there's no soap residue left behind, so the floor stays safe and it stays clean. What we find actually in shopping centres where you've got food courts is the no-rinse floor cleaner is used to clean the food court, and what that actually does is if you clean the food court where all the fats and sauces and sugars from all the soft drinks are spilt on the floor, people don't actually take that through the rest of the shopping centre. So it actually cleans the floor actually in the trouble areas, and which actually maintains the floor and safety and look of the floor throughout the rest of the facility. Same with restaurant environment. What you find there is you've got fats and greases in a restaurant environment, and the waiters actually bring the oils and fats when they walk through out of the kitchen into the restaurant, bring a lot of filth with them. What they find is if they clean the back of house with the no-rinse floor cleaner, it maintains the cleanliness through the rest of the restaurant. The beautiful part also is when you're cleaning restaurant environments is you're mopping with the no-rinse floor cleaner. The floor cleaner actually goes down into the drains and has a secondary benefit, is keeping the drains clean because it's constantly breaking down the fats, greases and whatever it might be in the drains. Once you start playing with the no-rinse floor cleaner, you'll find the application across the board is endless. The Enzyme Wizard no-rinse floor cleaner is used in a lot of kennels and catteries where you've got a lot of urine build up and feces build up on from the dogs and the cats peeing all over the concrete and the grouting. Where you have that scenario is exactly the same scenario as we have a lot with schools and football stadiums, where you've got a lot of urine odour in boys' toilets. I don't know if you know, but not many boys actually hit the target, and there's often a lot of mess actually on the flooring. Now, what happens when you walk into these schools, football stadiums, shopping centre toilets, airport toilets, is you do get a lot of urine soaked into the porous of the concrete. How the Enzyme Wizard works is that actually being soap-free enables the enzyme technology to actually feed into the grouting and the porous of the concrete and break down the urine naturally. You understand, with a soap-based product, the soap on urine on concrete actually seals and traps the odour into the concrete or the grouting. Again, being soap-free, the no-rinse floor cleaner actually follows the path of the urine into the porous of the concrete and breaks it down. Now, you also have the same issue on vinyl flooring, where you have urine built up on there, and a whole variety of other flooring issues. Talking about easy application of the no-rinse floor cleaner is also one of the ticks for most cleaners. The fact that there's nothing caustic, nothing corrosive in the product enables them that there's not going to worry about their respiratory systems, or if it gets onto your hands, it's not going to worry about irritating people's skin. We do a lot with aged care and childcare centres where people are susceptible to allergies, asthma, skin irritation. Being pH neutral, the product is safe to be around and safe to handle. With ease of the application of the product, we actually find that cleaners love using it. One of the best features of the product is the fact that it's a high concentrate. The ratio of water to enzyme concentrate into a bucket is 100 to 1. Therefore, you actually only need 100 ml per standard mop bucket. Very small dilution, and that's when you're talking about a fats, oils and greases restaurant environment where there's a lot of fats, oils and greases to break down. If you're talking a home environment, you can really wind it down and the cost saving becomes in your pocket. The no-rinse floor cleaner is wonderful if you're mopping the floor. Microfiber mops, if you've got access to microfiber mops, is a marriage made in heaven. The microfiber lifts up a lot more filth when the enzyme break down all the starch. The huge thing about the technology of this no-rinse floor cleaner is that actually it's got two surfactants. One that actually separates the dirt from the surface, so it's an ionic surfactant. The other part of it has got another surfactant that actually washes it away. Okay, so we talk about being technology rather than just another cleaning product, and it's all about saving the cleaner time and saving the cleaner money. And time is probably the most important factor in cleaning. You want to get a fast result.